Hello friends, I'm Swapna Shetty. In this session, we are going to see how to create strings and what are the methods in string class and how do we compare strings. So what is basically a string? Where do we use strings? So string is nothing but a group of characters. So most of the data that transmits on internet will be in the form of group of characters. So such group of characters are nothing but strings. For example, in a business order form, a person enters details like his name, credit card number, address, and so on, which are all nothing but strings. And so a string is nothing but it's a group of characters. So in C++ like languages, a string represents an array of characters where the last character will be /0, which is nothing but null character. So this null character represents the end of the string. But this is not valid in Java. In Java, a string is an object of a class called string, which is located in a package called java.lang. So a string is a class and also a data type. When I say it's a data type, for example, if you write any class, so let us assume I have written a class called person and created an object called Raju to that class. Now I can say Raju is of type person because every class in Java is treated as a data type. So since string is a class, we can also call string as a data type also. There are three basic ways to create strings. First is using assignment operator like string s equals to hello. So when I say string s equals to hello, JVM creates an object and stores a string hello in that object. Now this object will be referenced by a variable called yes. So always creating object means allotting memory for storing the data. And next way is to use new operator for creating a string. So here we are doing two things. That is, first we are creating object using new operator and then we are storing string hello into that object. And the third way of creating a string is by converting the character arrays into strings. So for example, I have created a character array called chairs. And when I pass this array name to a string object, now S would be a string object with a content called chairs. Next is we have few string class methods like concatenate and so on. So when I say concat, it is nothing but concatenating two or more strings or simply joining strings. So the return type of this method is again a string with the result. Length is a method which calculates the number of characters in a string and returns an integer. And caret is a method which gives the particular character at a particular index. And compare to is used for comparing strings and which returns an integer. When I say returning an integer means if two strings are equal, it returns 0. If string 1 is less than string 2, it means it returns a negative value. If string 1 is less than string 2, it returns a positive value. So that is the reason it is returning an integer data type. Similarly, compare to ignore case will ignore the case of the strings. And equals is a method which will compare whether two strings are equal or not. If both the strings are equal, it returns true, else false. And equals ignore case will omit the case of the variable of the characters in a string. And starts with is a method which returns a boolean value. Like if I say string starts with a capital letter A. If a string is really starting with A, it returns true, else false. Similarly ends with an index of. When I pass a string to a particular string, it will check whether that string is present in string 1 or not. If it is present, it returns the index of that particular string. Next is string comparison. So we know that relational operators like greater than, equal to, less than equals to, double equals to, and not equals to cannot be used to compare the strings. So we need to use compare to method or equals method for comparison of strings. So let's see an example of this. So first let me create a project, say new project, wherein I want to name it as string comparison. So I'm using JavaSX, then say next, and then say finish. Now a project has been created. Now right click on the project and say new class, and within the same package com.educators string str compare would be the class name, and I require a main method. So we have seen different ways of creating a string. So let me create first way, that is string str equals to hello. So let me name it as s1, and string s2 equals to new string of hello. S1 is created using assignment operator and S2 is created using new operator, but both S1 and S2 are having the same content called hello. Now let me compare using double equals method, double equal to operator. So if both are equal, I just print both are same. Else print both are not same. So let's execute this. Run as Java application. You can see both are not same. So why? Because even though the content is same, S1 is having hello, S2 is also having hello, but we are getting the output as both are not same, because when we use double equals operator, it will compare the object references. That is, when I say string S1 equals to hello, JVM always creates an object with some reference. So when I say S2 string S2 equals to new string of hello, JVM creates another object with another reference number. So let's check those reference numbers first. When I say system.out.println, system dot, I have a method say identity hash code, which means it returns the hash code for the object. So what is hash code? Hash code is nothing but the reference number of the particular object. Now here I wanted to know the hash code of S1. Similarly, let me also know the hash code of the other object, that is S2. So system dot identity hash code of S2. So let's know what are these reference numbers. So S1 has got some reference number which is not equal to the reference number of S2. So when I say S1 equals to S2, it will internally compare these reference values. Since both are not same, the condition has become false, and so we are both are not same is printed on in the console. So it is clear that we cannot use double equals to check for the equality of strings. So for that we need to use dot equals method. So let's check. So you can see both are same. That is, even though the reference numbers are different, it is printing both are same because it will compare the content in the objects. Hello dot equals hello. So since hello is equal, so it is printing both are same. Now let me make a small change, like instead of new, I would print using a single assignment operator. Now instead of equals, I would change this to double equals. So let's run this. So here you can see both are same. Even though the reference numbers, the reference numbers are same, and it is printing both are same. That is, even though I have created both S1 and S2 using single assignment operator, and even though I'm using double equals, which actually compares the reference numbers and gives the output. So here when I use single assignment operator, string constant pool will come into picture. That is nothing but a separate block of memory where the string objects are held by JVM. So whenever I use assignment operator, JVM always creates an object in string constant pool. So when I say string s equals to hello, JVM first checks in string constant pool if hello is already existing or not. If it is existing, it creates another reference variable, reference variable, and assigns the same reference of s into s1 also. Else it will create another object. That is, if I say string s1 equals to hello and s2 is also hello, first JVM will whenever a statement like string s1 equals to hello is executed, JVM creates this hello object in s1 object with the content hello in string constant pool. Now when the second statement such as string s2 equals to hello is executed, it will again check in the SCP, that is string constant pool. If found, that is hello is already there with s1, now it creates another reference variable called s2 and copies the reference number of s1 into s2. If it is not found, then it creates a new object with the content. This is with the single assignment operator. So when I say string s equals to new string of hello, JVM always creates a new object in the heap memory. This is the basic difference. So that's all with the session.